You know, a lot of these Pookies and Ray Rays gotta go from Black America. That's been y'all's argument. Pookies and Ray Rays is hurting the community. They're selling drugs. They're doing everything. And again, hey, a lot of you guys are really harsh on the Pookie and Ray Ray community. Just so happens that Mr. Aaron, who I don't have a dog in the fight, he's a brother from the West Coast. He's born in Stockton, raised in Sacramento. So, hey, you know, shout out to the brother. He's from Oak Park. He's a young brother, right? I don't have no issue with him. But according to his own biography, he is indeed a Pookie. Been in prison for a long time, over 5 years. Anybody else in the black male content spaces, you guys would completely disarm that individual. You guys love castigating black men who are criminals. Okay? That's the truth. Now, once you find out that he allegedly has been fired by black women that's been calling his job, now it's, okay, let's donate this guy money and help him in his quote-unquote humanitarian cause, which I think is complete bullshit now. At first, I was like, okay, that's probably a reason. But then after hearing him say he has $100,000 in the bank and then talking about a humanitarian cause, there's no evidence of this guy doing any humanitarian causes. I mean, couldn't a person volunteer for free to help these people? I mean, it's a lie, right? Now when somebody's calling a guy out to be a liar, here are all the excuses you hear in the book. Well, you don't know. You guys are defaming this character. And it's amazing to hear you guys go through this particular, back and forth about this particular dude, only because, you felt like some black women, talked to him a little dusty and possibly got him fired. We have not seen a termination letter, nothing, okay? But he seems to not even like black women, which is what y'all don't like either. So let's let his Hispanic girlfriend, who he used to be with, give her own account of what he did to her in their relationship.
So we're going to stop right here before she goes. All right, this is the whistleblower, if you will, this woman. And the baby mama, she must be like Hispanic or something. She got 2 kids by 2 men. That's the context.
Okay. There you go. Context. They love it. This ain't some saint of a sister that was minding her business before the big bad turtle man came. Nope. She already was on her Bonquisha train. Latina Bonquisha mad train ride. And then just continue on like that. Continue.
So this is her. Like they saying, I guess he had to GoFundMe. That's what everybody up in arms about. That's the whole scamming aspect of it. They say how you got to GoFundMe and then you're in the club throwing money.
Why would, let's say, why would someone be upset because this dude started a allegedly fraudulent GoFundMe? Okay. Why am I mad if I didn't send no money?
I was just about to say that. And 2 things is true, though. It's still not confirmed that he didn't lose his job. People are still assuming because she's going to go on to say that he clearly had a job. That's my whole thing. So,
yeah, I don't. So she going to say he had a job. But again, like as far as the scheming and scamming, he started to GoFundMe. He was a liar. Let's say that's true. Like, why y'all? I don't know.
I would be mad if I sent them some money, I guess. Yeah. If I'd be like, man, I sent you $200, man, I would be mad.
There you go. So the people that have lost their money, there you go.
Or maybe not, though. Maybe I just wanted to support a young black brother. Why? Maybe the person ain't mad at all. Maybe there's people that sent money that say, I don't care if he got fired or not. I just wanted to support him.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, that part, that's my thing. This my whole point is we actually, I ain't gonna even say it. I'm gonna let this beautiful bean footage roll. I'll save it.
So here we go. Hit the like button if you're just coming in.
All right, now that we opened the can of worms, let's go ahead and talk about part 1 of Watch Who the F You Date. So his name is Aaron. Aaron is my ex. We dated for a few months and it didn't last very long. And let me tell you why. He is like insane. It's like he has that little person talking to him in the corner of his shoulder at all times. Like he's making up constant stories in his head about like that I'm cheating on him, that he's got to watch his back, that I have guys in my apartment at all times, and that I'm cheating while I'm at work when I work in a clinic full of women.
Well, part of the context, you was cheating on him. First of all, like you say, this brother's so far out of pocket. I mean, he got to come to the front of the congregation because why are you even talking to this woman that's 2 for 2 out here and she blowed out? So he, he was in love with her. He said it. He said you can't help who you love and all that foolishness. But
Listen, this brother, this is a prison bay, if you will, right? This ninja did
yeah, he
years.
just got out.
Okay, it is what it is. He just so happens not to have any kids. So this dude childless. He very well may be a nug. I don't know how we got here. I really don't. So what? So what? So what are we trying to do here? Again, what's the desired outcome from the woman, the baby mom coming up here talking about how he always thought she was cheating, even though she out here 2 for 2. And I guess it has been confirmed that she did cheat.
He
You
ain't got
muted,
no
Gavin.
kids by her. That ain't his baby.
See what I'm saying? Whoa, so that's when she 2 for 2 and he ain't even pregnant her. So she was trying to be 3 for 3. I'm over this. I'm over it. I don't understand what's going on here.
There we go. Let's make sense.
By the way. So let's take it back to the beginning. So again, we met. I lived in Arizona. He lived in New Mexico. And he said, oh, I have a friend that lives in Arizona. I was actually just there. I was like, oh, dang. Well, whenever you're down here again, let's grab dinner or whatever. He's like, all right. He ended up coming, and his plan was to end up moving to Arizona anyway with his friend, right? He ended up at my house so much anyway that I was just kind of like, I mean, you kind of already live here. His clothes was there, everything. So I was like, just, that was my mistake. So my mom ends up making dinners for us all the time. We're Mexican. We make huge dinners. And the first time he went, he met the family and everything was cool. But when we left, my mom called me and she said, are you okay? And I said, what do you mean, am I okay? She said, well, I see something in his eye, like he wants to hurt you or like he wants to control you. I don't know how to tell you because I don't want you to think that I'm crazy.
Your mama, yeah, she probably is crazy. Let's get that clear. This man was being a stepdaddy. He went on to say he loved them kids. He was simping out. And instead of your mama saying, my daughter 2 for 2, and she finally found a man. No, this is crazy.
See what I'm saying? How, like, I could see a loving, caring mom like, hey, you might want to look out for this guy, stuff like that. Just be careful. But he got a look in his eye like he wants to hurt you. Then again, just stop dealing with the guy. You don't have no kids by him. Stop dealing with him. What did he do? What did he do to her? Besides, they have a bad relationship. He accused her of cheating. She accused him of being crazy, and they split. I'm trying to understand. I don't understand.
Yeah. Shout out to Project Leroy. Says, what's the credibility of this baby mama again? None. If this was a man, imagine this. She's coming off like she's scorned. She's just seen this guy on a balloon pop show with women that look better than her, and he left with a woman that looks better than her. He's getting notoriety. Like she's scorned and hurt. She's just not the messenger.
Here's my thing. I need a couple ladies in the chat saying this is something missing. What's missing? Like seriously. And here's the thing. Let's say this. Whatever ain't being said, if there was a crime or something he committed, if he had a certain lifestyle, has he not been punished? Was he not incarcerated? And what are we really missing? Or is it not, are we not showing enough hatred towards this man? Huh? Want us to break out the blowtorches on him?
But I'm just telling you to be careful and really think about if this is the guy that you really want to be with. And I was like, well, I mean, it kind of is already in motion, it's already happening. So then my mom invites us over for dinner again. I think it was the next day, and we play loteria. And I guess he was just like, no, I don't want to go. Like he started little by little, kind of not wanting to be around my family. And I don't know if he noticed that my family didn't really like approve of him or whatever. I'm not too sure. But anyways, that was a red flag number one. It's kind of like he was already trying to distance me from my own family. You know, like the only protection that I have had is from my family, and he was trying to move me away. So when I first started talking to him, I was talking to other people, as in I had a lot of guy friends. And I don't hang out with too many girls because sometimes it can get overwhelming and a lot of drama can start. So they would still text my phone, and of course I talked to somebody else before I met him too. It kind of just ended up going in the direction with Aaron.
And this is crazy. This is why this is all avoidable. We tell you, one, man, don't even deal with these women with children, especially multiple children. And two, she said I had many guy friends. So just red flag after red flag.
Nope, incorrect, man. She's a saint. She's a saint, and she's been victimized. She didn't do nothing wrong. She's a saint. Like, yeah, you gonna stop that? Yeah, she's a saint. You narcissist.
Man, there we go. Huh.
And so they would text my phone, and he would check my phone every few hours. Every time a vibration would go off, every time I'd get a notification, he's looking at me like he wants to like literally do something to me. I don't know what was going on. It's just that look in his eyes, and you guys know because you have seen that look in the Pop the Balloon game, like this video that went viral. So he starts checking my phone every few hours. He starts to track my location. I gave him my location on my phone because I was like, I have nothing to hide, right? And I'm always either at work with him at home or with my family. So go ahead and go to part 2. All right, welcome back to part 2 of Watch Who You Date. We're talking about Aaron, the guy that went viral on Pop the Balloon game. So anyways, he starts to distance me from my family. He starts to track me. I give him my location because I had nothing to hide. Every time I would walk by the window, my location would show that I was outside. So he'd call me like, what are you doing outside? Who are you messing with at work? Why aren't you working? Like that controlling, right? Then he starts doing pop-ups at my job, and it got so bad because he would show up in his work truck while he's supposed to be at work at my job.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Context clue. He would show up in his work truck while he's supposed to be at work at my job.
You know, it sound like a crazy ex-prison nug ninja.
Exactly. That's why I said people having a hard time separating two things. Like nobody's up here saying this guy's a saint. And at the very same time, nobody's believing the word most of these women are saying, especially her.
This is how these ninjas move. Yeah, he insecure and all that. He traumatized, all that. He's a prison bae. Y'all see he all jacked up. He was doing push-ups non-stop in that little cell. What you mean?
And then we said this earlier in the show, you are what you attract. Even if it's your mama. If your mama in the house with a no good man, I said, your mama ain't no good. Same thing go for her. So if he's no good, granted, she's no saint. She's probably worse.
She 2 for 2. You get that context. She 2 for 2. No kids by him. They match. Crazy buff nug ninja and 2 for 2 Latina heat bone Quisha. A match made in Hades. Enjoy.
Yeah, they trying to make it, oh, he was keeping me away from my family and doing all this stuff. No, you was keeping yourself away from your family. You was drunk on weenie juice.
That's all, and that's fine. Just don't go up here, pointing fingers. Just enjoy one another, as y'all do.
Huh.
Because you done got addicted to penis juice, and now truth knocking you smooth across your damn forehead.
That my supervisor had to keep watching me. We had to basically everybody had to walk me to my car after work to make sure that I made it. And the girls would text me, hey, did you make it? Again, it's a clinic full of girls. So that was a red flag number 2. And then one time I walked outside to the cafeteria and he calls me and he's like, how did I know you were outside? So that in my head was like, circles are already turning. I go to my car to see if he put a tracker because he is capable of doing some shit like that. And I couldn't find anything. And then he pops up at my job like, don't break up with me, don't do this, like, I'll change. I thought I was going to catch you doing something. And I was like, how did you know I was outside, right? He said, I put my extra phone tracking you in your car and I left it on record because I was expecting to record you doing something, as in cheating on me or like messing around in your car. And I was like, I was done. After that, I was completely done. I said, get your stuff, get out of my house, and come bring me my key.
So it's to my understanding that there was a phone in the car. He admitted to that. He said he left on his phone, but I want to say the other part of it is he did catch her cheating. So they're glossing over the fact that the phone was in the car and he caught her cheating because he was tracking her. They said, why was you tracking her? Not the fact that she was cheating, but the fact that why was you tracking her?
See what I'm saying? If a woman behaved in this manner and was tracking her man and caught her man red-handed, y'all sisters will have no back. Why is he cheating? Don't flip it now. Forget where the phone was at. She left it there. Why was you cheating, Ninja? And again, they both wild, wonky, and crazy. She likes this. She's not turned off by this madness. If everything she says is true, if her friends had to form a safety circle around her and walk her to her daggone car to make sure she didn't catch rounds from freaking snipers and ish, all right, she don't sound too traumatized, dude. No, these folks, they like one another. They are perfect matches. Don't feel bad for either one of them, and neither one of them are victims. It's a love story, modern day.
So here we go. Hit the like button if you're just coming in.
And he was like, no, I'm going to change, whatever. I went home. He was still there. He was like, let's try to work it out. I was like, he already lives with me. He moved here, like, whatever. And it was going, I was going to do it so bad. And then he went to go get coffee for me or something from Starbucks. And he was like, something's wrong with your car. And I was like, what do you mean something's wrong with my car? He's like, yeah, it started to act weird. And I was like, okay, hold on right there. My car, I have a 2019 Dodge Challenger. It's been perfectly fine. I kept up with the oil. I don't understand. All of a sudden you're driving it and something's wrong with it. Go to part 3. Part 3, and this is the last part that I'm going to post about Aaron, the buff guy from Pop the Balloon Game and Watch Who the Fuck You Date. So, he was like, yeah, your car's acting funny. I was like, no. At that point, I was like, already get out of my house. Like, I don't want you here. You ain't paid one bill. You put $20 a light one time. And maybe you spent like $30 on groceries because I was going to cook dinner one time. But my mama always told me, do not allow a man to come into your home and pay any bills because then he's going to feel like he has the right to either stay there or like, oh, I paid the rent. I live here too.
What?
But in all reality, everything that I had gotten was mine.
This is a lot.
Gynocracy. The guy, listen, she gonna say he didn't pay no bills. You had 2 kids up in y'all knew each other for 1 month and you moved him in. You met him on Facebook. Stop the cap.
This is backwards. Your mama said don't let the ninja pay no bills, but he can move in and get a house key. Don't pay no bills, but he can drive your car. Y'all gotta stop.
And I believe it. That's why these women are FUBAR, Mr. Walker. This advice that they getting, shout out to my girl HQ. We be coming up here. This is some of the advice that they are getting. These women are blind leading the blind.
Man, all I heard, her gynocratic mammy told her to maintain the gynocracy, maintain leverage. She said, yeah, you a baby mama, whatever. They accepting that. Said he could come in, he could move in, but if you allow him to pay a bill or fix anything, he gonna start to get some leverage, and then you ain't gonna be able to do and talk the way you want to. So as you being a 304 out here, my daughter, that's 2 for 2. All right. Now don't let him pay no bills. Maintain your order in your house by letting him be a couch ninja. Essentially, you see what I'm saying? By their design, they want a man that's a couch ninja because he can't pay no bills. They're going to lose leverage. Can't fix stuff. They're going to lose leverage. Look at her. Hyena woman.
And I didn't allow him any part of that. So I was like, all right, get out, whatever. He leaves. He still tried to contact me. I was like, no, get out. I grabbed my car. I went to my mom's house because I didn't want him to try to come back and to try to convince me. And that's what brings to like my mind all the time. Like you guys tell people in abusive relationships all the time, like you need to leave, thinking that it's easy for these women to leave, and it's not. Like, yeah, they've gotten hurt or whatever, but these women are completely head over heels in love with these men, so it's not easy to leave. So I did what I thought was best. So I went to my mom's house right after, and he's calling me like, dang, you're already at somebody else's house, you're already cheating on me. I was like, whatever. And on my way to my mom's, I start to feel that my car is starting to shake. And I'm like, dang, like, what is it? I took it to 2 different mechanics that were like, it was the spark plugs, the ignition coils. I fixed that. And then I went to another mechanic because it started to shake again. And supposedly it was the same thing. They fixed that again. So I went to a 3rd mechanic, and he's like, I think they might have put sugar in your gas tank, but I would need to take out the gas tank to make sure. And I was like, no, I don't think he would be capable of doing something like that. Whatever. So I couldn't find what was wrong with it. At this point, I had moved out already because I was so scared. My mom had let me borrow money because I needed to move out before my lease was up, so he didn't know where I lived. I moved apartments. So at this point, I went and got a new car. I went to the dealership and I got a new.
Did this look or sound like a victim? Listen to these stories. You met this man on Facebook. You start hunching him right away. You moved him into your house around your kids after 1 month. You made all these horrible decisions. Now on the back end, you fleeing from this man. He's so dangerous. He's putting sugar in my gas tank. Lady, stop lying.
Listen, I'll take it another step further, because it's all alleged. If he did, listen, this is why it's so funny. If he did put sugar in the tank, did she not sign up for this? The ninja showed his hand. He keeps talking about, oh, you cheating on me, you ain't doing nothing, being all, crazy and acting unhinged. Your words, why would you continue?
Because if this was vice versa, Mr. Walker, there wouldn't be no sympathy for him. If he was sitting up here talking about this 2 for 2 baby mama put sugar in his gas tank, we would say you a fool, Ninja.
We would. Yes. He'd be like, man, yeah, she did. But Ninja, what you thought? See that, ladies? Observe. Let's flip it right now. So he up here like, yeah, man, she didn't put the sugar in my tank. She doing this. She left her phone in my car. We like, Ninja, get out our face. What did you thought you was getting into? Why you messing with this baby mom? How you think her character, her being a 2 for 2 baby mom and a sign of her character, Ninja? That's how we would talk to him. But we supposed to act like everything she's saying is correct and she ain't do nothing wrong. Being a big adult woman with 2 kids. 2 kids.
2 kids and a lot of male friends. So she said, I left him when I went to my mom's house. You always at your mama house, huh?
She got 2 kids and 2 baby daddies. 2 kids and 2 baby daddies. Stop it.
and a handful of orbiters. So here we go. I guess the one woman out of all this got some kind of protection order, but shout out, like you said, that kind of stuff has been debunked. A protection order, get out of here with that. That's just hearsay. You can say something, you feel scared. It's your feelings. Nothing happened.
There you go. Yeah, and that's why we say police reports, because we know for sure, then seen it, and some of you guys done experienced it, where a woman will file a police report against you for nothing, and it just be erroneous. So if they would do it and it's a lie, if you do something and it's granted, they definitely gonna get the papers on you and throw them in your face.
That's it. So here we go.
Car. I changed my car, and when I asked him, hey, did you ever find out what was wrong with my Challenger? He said, yes, there was sugar in the gas tank. So this man that claims to be very godly and studies the Bible and, practices this religion, put sugar in my gas tank,
He's fresh out of
cracked
prison.
my car, put a phone to record me in my car. And I would do things like say everything he needed to hear, like, yeah, I cheated on you, like, because I was so scared of him being crazy. Like, this guy has a record. You guys don't know that. You guys really need to be careful who you make famous on this app. I don't want to say anything else because I feel like I already opened up a big can of worms. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer them, but I don't want to make this any more parts.
Now, through his own account on Mediocre Tourism Reviews, he's admitted that he put the tracker on the car. Okay? The gas, the sugar in the tank, all of these allegations, it just shows the guy has a problem. When I saw the guy throwing money in the club, even if he couldn't access the GoFundMe money or not, it's pathetic. A grown-ass man throwing money in the club, taking his wife beater off. How much more Pookie can you get than that? What educated individual, mature person will behave like that?
He's not any of that. That's where O'Shea's out of bounds. This guy's 29 years old. He spent 4 to 5 years in prison. So, I mean, mentally, he's probably about 16. Nobody said this guy need to be put on the dollar bill. I don't like, man.
At all. That's what it is, Mr. X. There was a small group of men that got it very excited that brother stood up to that hyena, and there's a small group of men that may have championed him, and that small group of men got the eyes of a lot of women, and they said, whoa, don't you dare. And that's why we confused, because we're like, we ain't champion this ninja.
And I was saying that to say that, you know, like you just said, we're not championing him, but when these women come up here, and here we go with equality, right? And they just as FUBAR, they don't have this energy. Y'all sit back and say, oh, she just need help. She just needs some loving, therapy, church. Everybody got solutions. But when it comes to this brother, he ain't got no kids. He trying to do the right thing. Nobody has a solution besides take him to the guillotine.
Yeah. Come on. Listen, we'll accept it. Ladies, talk to us. So a sister like the scheming sister wearing the green, and she scammed the baseball player out of his skeet, the skeet smuggler. So as men, should we say a woman like that moves in such a heinous way, you know, we let that go? But should we say that men that the toll is heavier on them? Just let us know. Just let us know by art. And if you mess up a couple times and you want to act immature like a kid, put sugar in gas tanks, act like an immature little boy in your relationships, then it's off with your head. Just let us know. And we'll move accordingly.
And like we said, consider the messenger. We supposed to believe this baby mama. We shan't not. You've been reckless with your kudakata. We don't believe you.
Done and done. That part. Yeah. The brother may not be worth a dang in his current state. Who cares? Y'all seem to care. Don't know why. Like I said, if he took some of y'all money, y'all better try to get it back. But if he didn't take y'all money and he didn't put tracking devices,
and they said something that he didn't get the money. So there was like $14,000, but for whatever, he didn't get the money. They confirmed that the money he was throwing in the club was his money. He didn't get any of the GoFundMe money. People just upset. Like, this shows the lack of respect and the hatred for black men. It's just that simple.
Is that? That's all I'm getting. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I don't know what the masses, the people that want more, like, what do they want? They just want to shine. It's like, okay, he admitted to it. Like Gavin said, are there no resolution, no resolve? Just drain them dry. I don't know.
Well, they thing is the women like, who do you think you are, as far as him being his demeanor on the Balloon Pop show? Now they're saying he was out of pocket, acting like he all that when he ain't nothing. He can act however he wants. Just because you don't got $1 million in the bank don't mean you can't be confident and have some charisma about yourself. It is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they wanted him to come in there and be on all fours like a dog with a leash on and let them women talk to him crazy. That wasn't the case.
Yeah. Ain't nobody backing. See, y'all got to get out y'all feelings, Monique. Get out your feelings. Ain't nobody backing this brother. Monique, again, what do
I don't know
y'all?
why you looking in the chat?
I know, but I'm gonna say it. God dang it! Like, I don't. What do y'all want to be done? You don't know. You just mad. Leave it alone. Just mad.
Well, like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like I said, we ain't championing the guy. At the same time, if you want to say off with his head, go ahead.
Yes.
Just stand on your square. Don't be acting like,
That's it. That part right there. Just say it what it is. I don't like him, and I want to see him hurt. All right, granted.
Here we go. Hit the like button if you just came in.